what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be using this grease gun right here. And let me see if I can get the lights a little bit better out here. Okay. As you can see, a little nasty right now. Those tie rods are starting to rust up and stuff now. It's probably time for new tie rods. Everything's just super dirty right now. It's not rusted. It looks rusted, but it's not. The tie rods are getting rusted. Everything else is just stained with mud and dirt. So a deep cleaning is coming. But what I'm gonna be doing is, you can kind of see like on the outer boot of the tie rod and the ball joint right there. You can kind of see that there's some old sandy, dirty looking grease on it. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna go ahead and use a shop towel right there and clean these as well as I can around the boot. And then I'm gonna put the new grease in the gun. I'm gonna pump as much as I can into these, and like I was telling you, just kind of push as much out as possible of the old stuff. And then I'm gonna grease a little bit more. Trying to see where else I can grease at. I'll probably grease the rear ladder bars and all of that, and go through everything. Make sure everything's all good to go. I got grease zerks basically everywhere. You got one up on the, right there on the upper control arm there on top of the ball joint. You know, it never hurts to overdo it, guys. So let me go ahead and get the grease all ready to go, and I'll show you what I do. All right, guys, I am all done. I actually looked at ball joints, tie rods. Tie rods were pretty low on grease. Ball joints weren't low on grease, but they're nasty. They're really, really dirty. The grease that came out, I'm sure you can see some of it. Oh, Milwaukee. Look how, see how black and dirty that was? You definitely don't want it like that. Do the preventative maintenance, because you know, sand is bad, very bad. And so I packed these pretty full. I actually ended up using the Amsoil grease. I actually had quite a bit left in this gun. I just didn't bleed it, so I actually had quite a bit in there. When I went to put the new tube, I realized I had like a full tube of this, so that worked out good. But I'm gonna bring this on the trip with me, and yeah, I think I got a few. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and replace the all the tie rods, at least the ends, the inner and the outer. The ball joints are fine. I already tested them, they seem fine. But like I said, the boots on these tie rods are shot, so who knows what kind of shape they're in there, but they feel fine. They feel tight. They don't feel like they're about to let loose by any means, but still, you don't want to play around with this kind of stuff. Front end parts are pretty dangerous to mess with, so make sure they all feel you know, tight. You don't want to be riding around with a loose front end. But I think she's all ready for Michigan. Four-wheeler's going to be going in the bed, obviously. That means it's about to die. The toyos and the wheels are going to be going probably on the tailgate. I'm thinking they're going to stay on the tailgate at this point. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do there. Hopefully they'll hold up pretty good. I'll probably use those shackles somehow, and maybe I'll see if they line up perfectly across that way, standing up, and then I'll strap those down, and then I'll probably lock those down as well. So I don't know, it'll fit everything. It should. I mean, I would hope so. It's not that big of a four-wheeler, and I mean, those tires are pretty big, but nothing too crazy. It's not like it's way too big, way too heavy or anything. So I think we can stack them up on the tailgate and find some other spots to get them. I don't think we'll have an issue. Four-wheeler fits in there nice. Only thing that sucks is I'm probably not going to be able to close the gate like I usually do. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for just the greasing tonight. So I'm going to get back to you guys probably tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow or Saturday with the final touches on the truck, with the four-wheeler in the bed, the tires mounted, tie downs, all that stuff, everything ready to go. And I'll end up going through, letting you guys know what cities and states I'll be traveling through. So, yeah, guys, I will see you either tomorrow or Saturday. All right, guys, so we are finally rolling out. We kind of got a late start. We're actually leaving Monday now. So this video is probably going to go up probably middle of the week. So I'm going to kind of just somewhat document this trip up here. We got the four-wheeler in the bed right there. Right now I'm just going to go fuel up this little ass fuel tank on this truck, which sucks. And then we're rolling. We're probably going to do like 8 or 9 hours today. We'll see. I got my mom behind me. You can probably see right there in the mirror. The Yukon. Got my dog, got Buford right here chilling. He's already relaxed. Only 30 seconds into the trip, but go fuel up, and then we're rolling out. I think it's about a 1,300 mile trip, somewhere around there, all the way to Marquette, Michigan, which is where we're going. And so we got a summer house there. I'll show you when we get there. But one thing, we're probably gonna be splitting it up into probably thirds. Usually we do 14 hours today, and then we'll do like 10 hours the next day. But I think what we're gonna do, my mom doesn't like driving that long, so we're gonna do a little like 7 hours now, 7 tomorrow maybe, and then we'll finish up with like a 10-hour run on maybe Wednesday. So shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully the truck stays consistent like it's been its whole life. And you know, it was up there last year. It wasn't on 40s, but it was on 38s. Same lift. This lift gets, you know, this truck's been up there on this lift for the last 4 years or so. So I'm not really worried about that kind of stuff. Just you know, seeing how these tires do on the highway, and you know, see what kind of fuel economy I'm gonna get. My average right now is 9.6 because I've been getting on it lately. So I'm gonna reset that and see what I can get going to Michigan. So it should, I'm guessing I'm going to be in that 17 range, 16, 17, which is not very good, but I don't think it'll be too bad. I think I'll be pretty happy with it. But you know, this truck's not built to get good fuel economy. But one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bigger fuel tank in this thing, because this thing sucks. This thing has like I think it's like a 24-gallon tank or something like that. But either way, like usually I never can get more than 22 gallons in this tank, even running it super low. So it kind of sucks. I feel like a truck like this should at least have a 32-gallon tank. You know, I feel like a mid 20-gallon tank is kind of useless on something this big. Here in Alabama, I don't know what part of Alabama, but we're about to get on I-65 north. I think we're close to Montgomery, Alabama right now. So we'll be on I-65. We got a long run on I-65, but it's going to be easy. It's pretty much a straight shot north to where we're going to be going. We don't really know where we're going to stay today, but we're probably going to do at least 4 more hours of driving, at least maybe 5. We'll see. But we're just going to see how we feel. I mean, I'm good to go all day. I can drive all the way to Michigan, but my mom's not going to want to do that. So we are going to probably go fuel up here in a little bit. After we get on I-65, probably let the dogs go bathroom and all that, and then get back on the road. 18 miles to Montgomery, so we're close. But I will keep you guys updated along the way. We're now in Tennessee. Always the longest part of the trip seems to be Alabama, getting through Alabama. Everything else seems to be pretty easy because a lot of those states are a little thinner than Alabama. But I'm going to show you this while I was riding. There's the new switch panel. So I ended up putting the rock lights that are in the footwells on its own switch instead of the one up here. So the regular rock lights are going to be on the regular rock light switch, and there's no name for the inside, so I just put the one that says danger, which is kind of stupid, but oh well, it works. So for those that didn't see it, I have these on, and the cool thing is, the only thing that sucks is when you turn these on, when you flip those switches, they automatically come on blue, which is fine for the inside of the truck. But you know, I don't like to run them on the outside blue because you're just asking to get pulled over at that point. But it works out good for the inside of the truck for sure. You know, the blue footwells, it's perfect. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. I'm in Tennessee now. I think we're gonna end up stopping up in Indiana tonight. We got quite a ways to roll though. We got like a 4-hour drive still, but that makes then tomorrow's a little easier. We're right about 9 hours tomorrow total, so not too bad. The truck's doing great. Not doing very good on fuel. I think I'm getting like 17, somewhere around there. I kind of guessed it'd be around there, which is fine, but yeah, just cruising along. I think we are about an hour and a half away from Louisville, Kentucky. We were gonna go to Columbus, Indiana tonight, but I think my mom got a little too tired, so I'm just sitting in her vehicle, Yukon, and we're actually getting McDonald's real quick, and we're gonna stay right over there, that Holiday Inn Express, and get an early start tomorrow, and hopefully should be there tomorrow night. You know, it's gonna be a long day tomorrow for sure, but the truck has been flawless. Buford has been sleeping most of the way, so truck's been doing good. The fuel economy awful, but can't really complain too much. So yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. I have a decent drive tomorrow, probably about 12-13 hour drive tomorrow, which is fine. I think we just did 10 today, so nothing, you know, it's nothing we haven't done before, so that's not too bad. All right, boys, the old Corvette Museum, Bowling Green, Kentucky. That big yellow with red, there it is. Corvette Museum. Hey, what's up, Paul? Paul found me cruising. I am rolling through Chicago right now. I'm gonna hit you up on the way back down. Kind of in a little rush today, and it was kind of like a last second thing. So I'm gonna hit you up on the way back. So you two SRT Mush, you guys are right in the path. So I will try to get up with you guys on the way back home, back to Florida. You guys can't see me, but I have made it to Green Bay. I'm actually in a hot tub right now in Green Bay, pretty close to Lambeau Field. I would say half a mile. You just walk there. But we decided to just stop here in Green Bay. It's about 3 hours from where we're going, and you know, my mom was getting tired, so we just decided to just stop here and drive in the morning to head out right now. But only problem we're having, I think my U-joints on the drive shaft are squeaking, and I just want to make sure they're not, you know, seizing up and stuff, because I had 180 more miles to drive. So I'm gonna go home. I just got some grease right here, or go back to the hotel and see if I can inspect them a little further during the day, and hopefully they're not seized up. Hopefully they can get me to Michigan real quick today, and then I'll go get some U-joints, probably like O'Reilly's or something like that, some Moog U-joints, and then I'll probably do a video on doing those. I think it needs them. They're pretty old, but you know, it's not like they've been through salt and snow and all that, so they might be salvageable just till I get there. Hopefully, I don't feel like doing U-joints here in Green Bay in the parking lot, but I guess if I have to, I will. If they're in that bad of shape, I will for sure, but I definitely don't plan on doing that. Listen to this. I want to rock the truck back and forth. It's kind of weird. I just use a little bit of like penetrating oil up in there. It's not like it doesn't seem like a real aggressive squeak. It's not a real aggressive squeak, but we are about 150 miles away from where we're going, so wish me luck on that. I think we'll be just fine. But definitely gonna be replacing the U-joints right when I get there, just to do it. It just makes sense to do it, because I believe these are the original ones on here, so it doesn't hurt to do it. It's only like 30 bucks a piece or something like that. I'm not gonna get any crazy expensive ones. They don't need to be that. So yeah, I will get back to you guys when I get there. Hopefully no problems. Finally made it. We finally made it. This is Teal Lake. We're in Negaunee, Michigan. Pretty small town up here in the UP. But really good trail riding. Do some decent fishing. Right next, pretty close to Lake Superior. And yeah, I'll show you guys the house here in a little bit. The house is smaller than my truck, I think, but it works. Alright guys, we are back at the house right now. Let me show you guys around. It's kind of funny because it literally is so small. It's like a mining town basically. So a lot of these houses are real old and they're kind of small. I don't really know how that explains anything, but this is the house. I'm not gonna really show you around the whole house. I'm not ready to. I got this deck. There's my truck, as you can see, the old Grizzly. We still gotta unload stuff out of that shed right there. I don't know whose van that is. It needs to leave. This is our field right here, and my grandpa's house is to our left. But yeah, gotta go unload the truck here in a little bit, and get everything ready to go. I'm gonna be looking at it side by side tomorrow, hopefully during the day, probably around noon or so. Gotta do U-joints on the truck. I don't know if I'm gonna do that tomorrow or not. I'm probably gonna have to though, because I'm gonna drive the truck tomorrow, probably to go look at side by side. So I might have no choice but to do that real quick. Run to O'Reilly's, get some, probably borrow one of their ball joint, U-joint pullers, and do that real quick. I'm probably gonna end up editing this video tonight at some point, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, guys, this is the place. I'll show you around the house when it's a little nicer, but there's nothing really special. It's a small house. But yeah, I'm up here in Marquette County, Michigan. I'm actually in Negaunee, Michigan. And one of these days, maybe tomorrow, I'll show you the trails. I can take the Grizzly out and go on the trails, or if I get the side-by-side tomorrow, which is not really likely, but possible, definitely possible. Yeah, I'll take out some trails there as well. So I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this little update video on the way up to Michigan, and we're gonna have a lot of cool stuff coming this summer. I want to do some collabs this summer. I'd like to go meet up with Truckmaster. He's up in Michigan as well. He's not in the part of Michigan I'm in, but I do plan on going to see him. Also, I've been talking to the guys at sidebysideblog.com. They got a real cool channel. I've been really watching them a lot because of, you know, I've been getting into side-by-sides, and, you know, they're really entertaining. So definitely go check them out as well. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe, and we'll see you next time.